Hello, I'm going to start this video off by saying I think the 2022 Allure Best of Beauty winners list is hands down better than it was last year in 2021. I think I only had around 17 or 18 winners that really stood out to me as being worthy of being on last year's list. This year, I saw more recognizable products, more products to get excited about, and when I started going through the list more thoroughly, out of all the hundreds of products, around 20 or so stood out to me more than the others as being ones I truly love enough to think they're worthy enough to be on this 2022 list. Not that my opinion matters, I just thought I would pull those out and share them with you and why I love them. I mean, only 20 out of hundreds of products in the whole scheme of things is really not that many. And last year I started thinking, if I was a regular beauty consumer, if beauty wasn't my job, would I have the time or the energy to comb through all of these categories and all of these winners to see which were the best of the best and why? So I figured I would pull these out, share them with you, and why I love them. I know a few people cover the Allure Best of Beauty winners in various ways. If there are videos out already, I'll link the ones I've seen in the description box below. I covered it for the first time last year. It was a lot of fun, so I wanted to do it again this year. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new, and let's go ahead and get into these few products that really stood out to me this year in 2022. I'm going to keep this laid back and casual and give you my speed reviews and quick thoughts as to why I like these products over other products on the list that I may also like. I mean, there were some decent products on this year's list. I'm wearing some of the makeup products on my face today. If I have clips, I'll insert them. So let's talk about what's on my lips that has been on for several hours. I've been talking, I've been drinking water, it's still there, and it still looks and feels great. So there's a category called breakthroughs with just various types of products in it, and one of the winners was the Maybelline Superstay Vinyl Ink Liquid Lipstick. I hate liquid lipsticks, so for me to put this in this video is huge. This doesn't look or feel like your typical liquid lipstick. Because of the way the applicator's shaped, it applies very easily. I don't need lip liner to get a nice even application all the way around my lips. There's nice opacity here. It just applies beautifully and easily. It's not drying. It doesn't settle into vertical lip lines, and it gives a nice creamy lipstick look, and it really is budge proof. I have been drinking out of this straw for a while now. There is no residue on this straw at all. I've also been talking for a while and nothing has come off. The shade that I'm wearing is peachy. It's peachy, but it's kind of a neutral peachy shade. I definitely want more shades. This is one of the very few liquid lip products that I think is fantastic. This is the best solar scent category. I love fragrance, but I have never described something as being a solar scent. A summer scent, yes. I have this on today though, and this to me is an any time of year fragrance. This is Lancome Idole Aura, and it is a stunningly beautiful, warm, inviting, enveloping fragrance to me. I would never reserve this just for summer. So the description reads that it's a sun-kissed floral perfume that eludes the essence of rose and dazzling jasmine, accentuated by a refreshing aroma of salted vanilla. Now, I'm not one that gravitates towards rose fragrances. Typically, I don't actually pick up the rose in this. This is just warm, inviting, and enveloping. I don't know how else to explain it. I definitely smell the vanilla, a little bit of jasmine, some bergamot. It's just lovely. I love the way it sits on the skin. It lasts a long time on me, which says a lot. It's also in this stunningly beautiful bottle, which is great for gifting someone else or yourself. I was happy to see this on the list because this is a kind of an underrated fragrance that I think is really beautiful and not talked about that much. You hear about the regular version, but not the Aura version, and I just think it's beautiful. We have a broad category for base makeup, and within that category, they have various types of bronzers. I think they were spot on with their selections. So let's talk about the first one, which in my opinion is one of the easiest cream bronzers out there to work with. It is a luxury pick, but you get a lot for your money, and there's a reason why so many people love this product. This is the Chanel Le Beige Healthy Glow Bronzing Cream. And this is the 2022 Allure Best of Beauty winner for cream bronzer. Now I have the shade 392, which is the Soleil Tan Medium Bronze. This is the new shade they released this year. It is perfect for my light medium skin tone. I'm so glad that I picked this up. This is a sheer cream formula that just blends out so easily. I guess I'll just swatch this on the back of my hand next to the other two bronzers I'm going to talk about so you can see the shade differences. This is great for just giving you that natural sun-kissed look all year round. This blends out super easily. It's not streaky. It looks completely natural. It's great for no makeup looks. It's just no fail. And yes, it's a luxury brand, a luxury product, but you get 1 ounce of bronzer in here. That's as much as in a foundation. I don't know of another bronzing product that gives you that much. So you really do get a lot for your money, and it's great quality. I love this product. I think this is a great pick. I was also really excited when I saw the winner for stick bronzer. It's the Makeup by Mario Soft Sculpt Shaping Stick. I had a hard time saying that. I have loved this from the moment I tried it, and most Makeup by Mario products I've tried. It's another no-fail product. You can swipe it on and blend it out, or you can take your brush and dip it into the stick and blend it out, or swipe some on the back of your hand, dip your brush in there and blend it out. Just whatever's easier for you. It's just easy. It blends out easily and wears beautifully throughout the day. You have medium from Chanel being a little more gold, and medium from Makeup by Mario being a little bit deeper and more neutral. I can use this stick in this particular shade to contour or bronze or both. It's really versatile, really easy, great product. Let's talk about the third bronzer I was excited to see on this list. This one is in powder form. This is the L'Oreal Infallible Fresh Wear Bronzer. I also have this in medium. This is another well-deserved win in my opinion. This went viral. This is a high-end product at a drugstore price in my opinion. So here is the L'Oreal swatch. I feel like it's pretty close to the Makeup by Mario. It's got a nice neutral tone, which makes it very versatile. It blends out beautifully, wears well throughout the day. There is nothing not to like about this bronzer, including the price point. Switching back to skincare for a minute, this winner for All Over Acne Treatment I thought was great last year, and I'm really happy to see it on the list again because I think it can help out a ton of people just like it helped me out when I was in my 20s when it was prescription, and that is Differin Gel. So this is a retinoid called Adapalene gel that helps regulate cell turnover and reduce inflammation. Now, I was at the dermatologist all the time, it felt like, when I was in my 20s. I had really problematic skin. I felt like I was constantly on rounds of antibiotics, and I was getting injections in some deep cystic spots. She put me on Differin Gel. It can take up to 12 weeks of purging off and on. That is a thing with certain medications. And when I tell you, it took me until the end of that 12th week to see the full results from Differin, but from that point on, my skin was clear. I was so thankful. It took a lot of patience, but I'm so glad that I stuck through it. This really helped me. I know it's helped a lot of others, so I was really happy to see it on this list the past 2 years. I may have even been on here longer. I don't know. I've only been doing these videos for 2 years, but I was excited to see this winner. Let's move to a category we haven't talked about yet, and that is sensitive, which has various types of products in it. For those of you with sensitive scalps and faces and bodies and whatnot, who might be sensitive to fragrance and other ingredients. So this is a very new product, or products, very newly released that I've been testing out. They will be showing up in a video here shortly. However, this whole line is geared towards sensitivity. So honestly, you could have put any products from Necessaire in here. This is the new Necessaire shampoo and the conditioner. Now, when I say these are unscented, I mean they're so unscented that you almost question if you lost your sense of smell. They literally smell like nothing. Not like your typical unscented, fragrance-free shampoos and conditioners that don't have perfumes added, that have that kind of detergent smell. No. These smell like nothing, like the air. The shampoo has a nice, rich lather, and it feels like it's cleaning my hair without stripping my hair. Well, it is cleaning my hair without stripping my hair. So it says it's a multivitamin shampoo that's meant to cleanse, nourish, and purify. You can use it every day. I've been really liking it for my fine hair that gets dry. The conditioner is a multivitamin conditioner that's supposed to condition, nourish, and hydrate, and you can use this right on your scalp. It doesn't make me oily or anything. So I've been really liking these two. I'm not not sure how obvious it is, but I woke up this morning with a big knot underneath my eye. It kind of looks like a bug bit me. I don't know, but it's relevant right now because we're about to talk about Best Under Eye Concealer, which went to the Lancome Tinty Doll Ultra Wear All Over Concealer. I love this. I have an entire video on it from when I first started trying it out. I fell in love with it immediately. I still love it, even though I have discovered some new concealers that I also love. I still think this is great. The shade I'm applying, the shade that I'm wearing is 215. I think it is concealing more on this side than it is on the side with the bug bite, the knot, whatever that is under my eye. I love that it gives me medium to medium full coverage and it looks extremely natural. Of course, it gives me more coverage if I wear a corrector under it. I'm 47 years old and I'm really picky about the products that I put underneath my eyes because of the texture, the dryness, and my dark circles. It's really hard to find concealers that can manage all of those things. Plus, this covers spots really nicely too. It's a really beautiful product that absolutely deserves to be on this list. I was really excited when I saw it. Now, you might think this is the most random product for me to give a shout out to, but I don't care. I wear these almost every single day, whether I'm putting my hair back or I'm washing my hair. I don't know. These always end up in my hair. I have dupes and some are good, but they're not as good as the original Slip Skinny Scrunchies, which won for Best Scrunchie. If you have fine hair and your hair slips out of ponytail holders easily, if you have hair that gets indented very easily or breaks easily, you need these. That's the bottom line. These are basically the perfect slim scrunchie. I completely agree. And they don't seem to stretch out. That is one of my complaints I have with some of the dupes. Slip has never stretched out, but the other ones have. And as someone with fine hair, that means I'm either gonna have to loop it again or things are gonna start getting loose. These have been worth the money for me. These last forever. They do what they're supposed to do. And I love them. I think they're great. There's a clean category that's pretty broad. It's got various types of products in it. And I'm actually glad they did this category because I don't know if this would have been eliminated from the list if they didn't have clean in here. This is the Merit Flush Balm Cheek Color. Now, the shade that I'm applying that I have on today underneath another product that I topped it with, you'll see here in a minute, is Cheeky. I also own this in terracotta. Since we moved, I haven't been able to find it. I don't know where it is. It's got to be here somewhere. That's one of my favorite blushes ever. This is so easy to apply either straight to your cheeks and then blend out as I've done in videos before, or you can take your brush in it and blend it out that way. It just provides a sheer flush of color without being too sheer. It's not sticky, it wears beautifully throughout the day, and it looks extremely natural. I absolutely love these. They're also really nice and travel friendly because of the shape. These are nice giftable items too. These would make good stocking stuffers if you're starting to think about that for the holidays. These are really, really cute to throw in someone's stocking. So I'm gonna go ahead and talk about the related cheap product that I topped over the Merit Cheeky with, and that is what won for Stick Blush in the base category, going back to that base category that had some subcategories. And that is one of my favorite products that I've raved about many times. The Huda Beauty Cheeky Tint, the shade that I have is Proud Pink. I just love this so much. I feel like I'm saying that a lot in this video. This would also make a really cute stocking stuffer or gift ad. Now I'm applying this over powder. I was completely finished with my makeup. I sat down and thought, you know, I'm gonna be under bright lights. I'm gonna look kind of washed out. You always need a little bit more cheek color when you film under these lights. So I applied it. It applies beautifully under or over, as does the Merit that I talked about a while ago. This has a little bit of a sheen to it that I think you can see. I don't have highlighter on right now. It's flattering and it wears beautifully throughout the day. I do love this color though for that pop of color without being too much. The 2022 Allure Best of Beauty winner for Best Makeup Sponge is the Beauty Blender. Of course, it's the original, the OG makeup sponge that started it all. We now have, it seems like, hundreds of different brands of makeup sponges to choose from, but the Beauty Blender was the original, and it is really good. I always have one of these rotating in and out of my life, even though I use different sponges. I think it should be on this list because it is the original. So I wanted to put it in here because no matter what I'm using, I will always end up repurchasing one, especially when they go on sale. But I mean, I buy them at full price too. Let's switch back to skincare for a minute. It is no secret that I love a good, effective beauty device tool. They can be really great for anti-aging, firming, lifting, toning, keeping your skin clear and evening, helping brighten dark spots. They can do various things. Now, the winner for best low-tech skin device is the Mount Lai Gua Sha. However, I don't think you need a specific brand name for an effective gua sha tool. I love using a gua sha for lymphatic drainage, which is hugely important. I'm realizing that, especially the older I get. It feels good. It can just help release so much and even tone up things in the facial area. Gua sha can give that lifting effect. There's just so many things that it can do. Now, the two gua shas I'm holding here are rose quartz, and they are sized a little differently. It's really personal preference. I enjoy using rose quartz. I enjoy using jade. I also really enjoy this stainless steel gua sha that I have in the morning when I'm feeling particularly puffy. I can just dip it under the cold water from my faucet really quickly, and it retains that coldness while I'm using it and can just really help with that puffiness. I just think a gua sha tool is great, and I'm really, really happy they included it on the list. I think a lot more people are getting more and more into this simple, low-tech tool, and I'm happy about it. The Allure Best of Beauty 2022 winner for high-tech device, again this year, is the NuFace Trinity device. I thought it was great last year. I do again. It uses microcurrent to get beneath the layers of the skin to give you a lifted effect. So if you use it in the morning, you can get that temporary lifted effect, and it's supposed to be cumulative over time. Now, I think they have a new version where you can get, I want to say, a 25% more boost. But this device, along with any device, high or low tech, requires consistency. You have to be consistent with these devices for them to work, but they can work. I mean, this is technology that we just didn't have a long time ago, or it was reserved for med spas, and we now have it at home. So it is really great to have, but you have to use it. This year's winner for best setting spray goes to MAC Fix Plus Stay Over alcohol-free, long-lasting setting spray. I was really happy to see this. This is a relatively new release. I guess it's been a couple of months, and I've been raving about it since it came out. This has cucumber and green tea extracts to help soothe, and it doesn't have alcohol, which is great to find in a long-lasting setting spray that actually works. The spray is nice and even. This doesn't change the finish of my makeup, which is something else I look for in a setting spray. This is a winner from me that I was happy to see was a winner on the Allure Best of Beauty 2022 list. Another repeat winner that I am also putting in this video because I think it's a great pick is the winner for best tweezers. It goes to Tweezerman. Or did we ever decide if it was Tweezerman? Is it Tweezerman or Tweezerman? What's your vote? Comment down below. I have had this brand of tweezers in my life for at least 20 years, maybe even 25. I keep at least 2 on hand because they do free sharpening, which I think is fantastic. So if one pair gets dull, which takes forever to happen, you can send it off. They'll sharpen them for free. I can use the other pair that I have until the other one gets back. I mean, I don't even know how long I've had this pair, and they just keep going. But it is nice to know that if they do get dull, I don't have to buy a new pair. I can just send them off and they'll sharpen them. I mean, that's a great service, and these work really well. They just perform and get those teeny tiny little hairs that you think you're not going to be able to get. They get them. There's a reason why people rave about these and why once they start using them, they never use another brand of tweezer. One of my favorite eyeshadow palettes of all time won one of their best eyeshadow palette awards. It is on my eyes today, and that is the Tarte Tartelette in Bloom. I have been talking about this eyeshadow palette since I started my channel. It's one of the few eyeshadow palettes that I have ever replaced. I wouldn't say it's super exciting. You're not getting a lot of color here. What you're getting is a true versatile neutral palette that gives you shimmers and mattes. It's easy to work with, and it will give you a complete eye look from beginning to end. You have shades to line with to deepen your crease, highlighter shades, brow bone shades, and everything in between. It's not too warm, it's not too cool, it's just the perfect no-brainer, easy to use, get ready quick, neutral palette. This is not a new palette. I have to think it's been on this list before. I have no idea, but I was happy to see it this year. I have to call myself out on this next one. So this is a recurring winner. This is the same winner from last year, and I said something about it last year, and I'm probably gonna say the same thing this year. So the category is Splurge. There are several different winners in this category of various types. One of the winners, a skincare winner, is the SkinMedica TNS Plus Advanced Serum. Now, I have a lot of experience with the original SkinMedica TNS Serum. Allergan is the pharmaceutical company that makes SkinMedica. I used to work for a division of Allergan. SkinMedica is a medical grade skincare brand, and I used several different skincare products from SkinMedica, and they were really good. I used it for a while before starting my channel. I think I was using it when I started my channel, and I saw major differences from it. I've often wondered if I went back and used some of those products that I used in my late 30s, early 40s, and now that I'm 47, what kind of changes I would see at this point. Because when you're talking anti-aging, fine lines, wrinkles, tone, texture, spots, this serum addresses all of those. I mean, it takes a few weeks before you start seeing anything. At least it did with the old serum. I think the new one, you start seeing results sooner. But I mean, this is the type of serum that delivers. They have clinical trials and data. I have past experience with the previous version. So I'm curious about the advanced version. And last year I said I had been wanting to try it. I probably should, but I didn't really want to commit to anything because part of my job is testing products out. It's hard for me to commit. It's an expensive product. It's a splurge, but the results could make it worth it. I have a couple of hair tools, kind of, that I'm glad that we're on this list, that I think deserve to be on this list. The first is the Revlon One Step. It's kind of everywhere, and some people may disagree and think that this is terrible. I think if you use it properly, it has its place, and I also think that the price point is nice. I don't think this is something that one should dry their hair with from start to finish. I think it can be damaging if you do it that way. I think if you rough dry your hair about 75–80%, then use this as a heat styling tool of sorts to finish it. This can give you really nice results, and the price point is a lot more accessible than, say, T3 or the Dyson Airwrap. It gives volume, it dries, it straightens. It's a one step. I think this deserves to be on here and is a bestseller for a reason. Now, this next hair product, the one I said kind of about, is one that I use in some way almost every single day, whether it's to fully straighten my hair or just get out little kinks around my hairline just from my natural wave. So this is the winner of Best Flat Iron, and it was hot when I came up here to film from using it, so I just left it on my bathroom counter and figured I would just put it on the screen. Now, I said kind of because GHD Original is the one that won. The one that I have is either the platinum or the gold, but I think GHD flat irons overall are fantastic. It doesn't matter which one you get. I think their technology is really great. They heat to the optimal temperature, so you don't have to worry about it. The one that I have heats up in, I want to say it's 20 seconds. I've never had another flat iron, and I've had a lot, heat up this quickly. I can turn it on, take a sip of coffee, put the mug down, and it's ready. It is so quick. I've had their original at one point in my life. I've messed around with other flat irons, and I've had some great ones, but there's something special about GHD. They glide through your hair, they don't damage while they straighten. So I was happy to see them represented on this list this year. This makes 21 products. I'm not sure what my title's going to be at, if it's going to be 21 or if this is going to be a runner-up. I couldn't leave this out. So the category is home. There were several products in this category, and one of the winners is the Nest Wild Mint and Eucalyptus Reed Diffuser. I adore Nest as a brand. I love giving their products as gifts. Moroccan Amber is one of my favorite scents of all time. Linen, Wild Mint and Eucalyptus. Their holiday scent is divine for the holidays, as well as their, I want to say it's birch pine scent. It's amazing. If you're looking for a fall scent, Autumn Plum is so beautiful. I could go on and on. You see what's happening here. I have burned eucalyptus mint candle. It was lovely. I have used various scents of reed diffusers, and they've all been lovely. I have not specifically had the wild mint and eucalyptus reed diffuser, but I can deduce that the Wild Mint and Eucalyptus Reed Diffuser is pretty fabulous, so I am happy to see it on here. These are great to have in your home, to have on hand as hostess gifts, last minute gifts, holiday gifts, whatever. Or if you're like me, you'll have it on hand to give it as a gift and end up pulling it out to burn it yourself and have to buy another one later to give as that gift. I just could not put that on this list. I was excited when I saw it, and I knew some of you would be too. Have you checked out the Allure Best of Beauty 2022 winners list in full yet? I would love to hear your thoughts in the comments down below, or just hear your thoughts about some things you saw in this video. What do you think about them? You can see my current updated skincare routine. If you haven't yet, I'll have it linked here for you. I hope you found this enjoyable and helpful. If you did, give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you're not already. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I'll see you next time. Bye.